My name is Dr. Jamel Hill. I am a 2009 graduate from faculty school. I current in my last year of medical residency training at the University of Kentucky. My undergraduate degree at Indiana University was kinesiology or exercise science. By the time I got to IU, the program had switched over to a doctoral program. And I was like, if I'm going to do 3 years for after undergrad for physical therapy, I might as well consider medicine. Another mentor of mine who I was working with had suggested me looking into physical medicine and rehabilitation. So the easiest way to think about it is we're the medical doctors that work with physical therapy. Not unlike high school, I struggled academically just a little bit. And I think the standard that was set to get into medical school, I knew that I wasn't there yet, but I knew that that was the ultimate goal. And so my senior year at IU, I applied to do a graduate program. And one of the places that I got accepted was Berry University in South Florida. I got my master's in biomedical science. I applied to medical school while I was in grad school and did not get in. And so during that time, I was just super fortunate to be reconnected with another Pike graduate, Dr. Jerry Smart. He asked me, what do you think is keeping you out of medical school? And I told him it was a standardized test called the MCAT. And he said, well, if that's the only thing that's stopping you, I'm going to go ahead and, help you out and, pay for an MCAT course. Truly just changed my entire trajectory. That essentially was like my golden ticket to get finally into medical school. So I stayed very active in the community, finished up at IU Medical School. So I applied to residency and I was matched with the University of Kentucky. And since we've been here, we've been just sort of getting through the last part of my training. Fortunately, last week I found out that I will be working in South Florida, and I got into a fellowship to do sports medicine. Quite a long journey, but I, without a doubt, could not have done that with the support and mentorship from everything I got from Pike Township and Pike High School specifically. Coach Spencer, growing up, he was very much so like another uncle to me. He has always been a person to really challenge me to reach for excellence, even beyond, the wrestling room, and, really try to be really dedicated to my craft, whether that's school or wrestling. And I would also say Mr. Dobbs. I started in Young Men of Purpose as a sixth grader. I guess the year and a half that I was back in Indy before I started medical school, I was still very much so involved in Young Men of Purpose as, a graduate. And so Mr. Dobbs would call me and say, hey, we got this event. I need alumni to come in and come talk or do whatever. And whatever he needed has always been, you tell me and I'll show up. And so it's just been, again, a great experience to be kind of circled around people who really care about, the kids in the township and want, the best for them. Pike Proud was a thing when I was a student. And I am without a doubt, granted from ear to ear when I'm around people, we get to talk about high school experiences. I think my high school experience is something that I would love for my children to be able to replicate, just because it was from an academic standpoint, being able to have the IB scholarship or have honors classes, but also have like a rich extracurricular activity base, as well as, phenomenal athletics. I really had the pick of the litter. And at the time, I didn't appreciate everything that was offered to me. But it is something that I'm very proud of, and, very proud to continue that legacy.